It's Valentine's Day. I'm alone. Chat's alone. But we don't have to be, alright? We're gonna hop into some Hooked on You. It's a Dead by Daylight dating simulator. Never played a dating simulator before. But there's a first time for everything. We're gonna be swiping our SIM card on Valentine's Day. Let's hop into it. This could be really cringy. This could be hilarious. Probably a little bit of both. Let's see what's in store for us. Shall we call you? Kidding, I'm not that cringe. Not the SIM card. I'm not making them call me daddy right out the gate. All right, we have to have a conversation first. And if they choose to, that's on them. All right, it's their prerogative. All right, let me narrate a little bit. Did I just wash up on shore? You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. That's how I wake up like every day. It's crazy. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Probably all the wine. Cough, cough. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. The ocean speaking to me? Whoa, not now, ocean. Sorry, Rocky. May I continue? Please go on. Okay, then. As I was saying, I feel like the narrator would have a British accent. Thoughts? Thoughts? You look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. I want to farm. All right. No British accent. Do you want me to read it for you? No, we got this. It's fine, Melio. Back to English. All right. Well, American English. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who's behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? So there's just a skull on the ground? What do we do, chat? I mean, I'm not gonna run from it. I'm not a pussy. I don't think I'm gonna dig it up either. Fuck it. I'm gonna dig it up. What's going on here? You brush away the sand from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Oh, okay, what's that? There is no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. Oh! Hear that? I take charge, chat. Thank you for the bits, Silent. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if we were to spend it right now? Why not? Well, hello there. I'm Dwight. And I'm Claudette. We'll take that. Claudette quickly relieves you of your golden coin and tosses it to Dwight, who bites down. That was literally in the mouth of a corpse. 2 seconds ago, Dwight. You disgusting fuck. All right. Bites down on it like an old-timey prospector before handing it back to her. And this is for you. Thanks, man. Oh, we got a drink, chat. Let's go. Silent, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Claudette presents you with a tropical drink. When you take a sip, you find that it's incredible. Money well spent in your estimation. But I gotta ask, could somebody maybe design the next one of these dating sims to be all-inclusive? It really takes some of the fun out of the fantasy vacation to be watching your wallet the entire time.
Is it crack? Is that what you're smoking?
That's true. True facts. Crystals, thank you very much for the 19. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Thank them for the delicious drink. This is suspicious. Spit that out. Thank them for the drink. What kind of rude fuck am I? Thanks for the drink. It's quite delicious. You're welcome. Did someone just thank us? Go with it, Dwight. It's normal to be thanked for doing a good job. Trust me on this one. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Ho ho. Yosh. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. Is that blood? That's a blood. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Huntress. Okay. Wraith. Okay. Is he Groot? Like, actually, is the Wraith Groot? Oh, hey. You, come here often? He's terrifying. Trapper's terrifying. The onesie is also terrifying. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Okay, well-tended, we like that. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Via your eyes, chat. Eyeball penetration, come on. Get your heads out of the fucking gutter. Holy shit. That angle on Spear, Chat, I can fix her. Okay, I can save her. Your heart begins to race. Listen, I have heart issues. I just came back from the cardiologist yesterday. Okay? Take it easy. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you're completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball, and then back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do you do? Dosuru? Toss it back. Bend down. The bend and snap chat works every time. Bend down, grab the ball. It's warm from sitting on the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air. Oh yeah, buckets. Very, very athletic here. Okay. A little disappointed that ask to be crushed isn't an option. Fair. You know what? Maybe a rework is in order. It arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be, what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps, maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. This is the beach after all, chat. Try hard much? Blech. Oh, fuck. We fucked it up already, chat. We have to be apathetic. She likes apathy. I need to not give a shit about things. Channel my inner emo kid. I just didn't want it in my way. That's all. Yo, Hotshot, thank you for the 19. Appreciate it. It says, Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Fuck. We fucked it up already. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again. You look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they're looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Rocky, you were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says it's not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up.
You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit.
And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's kind of a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? Damn, Huntress. Huntress sounds like my fucking chat. Take care, Amber. Feel better.
You do mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination.
Sigh. That was Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something.
Look, I don't care what this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not?
You know you can't. At least not yet.
Oh yeah, not yet.
Hey, Rocky, you might want to say something? Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. Wow, Rocky, what did I do? I didn't do anything yet. I just showed up. Listen, existence is a game, all right? I like spirits vibes, okay? I breathed. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. All right, chat. I don't get to consult you guys for answers. We gotta answer quickly and well. This is a time quiz, and it will be very important later. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember.
How attractive would you say you are?
Average. Pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal meeting. Fuck! I should have said not at all. Because she would have hated vanity, but she hates the middle of the round, middle of the road answers. Damn it! This sucks. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. Grizzly bear? I'm not that hair. I actually shaved recently. Happy, thank you for the 10 months. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Flight. Flight for sure. Technically, I suppose that I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? Math. Probably math. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. What's your favorite animal? Dog. 100%. You'd look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. What's your favorite color? Ooh, I do like blood red. Red. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for paint. You know what? I kind of fuck with Wraith too, you know? What's your dream job? Like crazy eyes. Astronaut, 100%. It'd be like that's literally what my dream job was growing up. It'd be pretty amazing to be an astronaut, I think. It's hard to imagine being farther away from anyone than floating in space. The cold, inky vastness of nothing forever.
Best flavor of ice cream?
Vanilla.
My favorite flavor is pain.
Same here. Mine's vanilla, swirled with pain. I do like vanilla. I'm a basic bitch. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson that you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Listen, so... I'm not one to sit here and cower to a damn narrator, okay? It's vanilla. You got reading comprehension... now he's getting all New York on me. Hey, you got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you mint chip is where it's at. You almost brought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right, I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't you forget it. And if you say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla, bitch. A rebel, eh? Not in my dating sim. You have to understand, it feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. Whoa. They're trolling, right? Are you... Motherfucker. Okay. Alright. You know what? Round 2. Let's play it coy. Alright? This time we're gonna be... We're gonna start, fishing for compliments this time, chat. You know? Hotshot, thank you for the 300. Asking for a friend, of course. I mean... We'll have to see. Okay. Alright, you know what? I don't think I'm very attractive, you know? Never thought of myself as attractive. Whoa, watch it. That's bullshit. You're beautiful, you hear me? Okay, now the narrator's singing a different tune. Whoa, watch it. That's bullshit. You're beautiful, you hear me? I like giving this guy, like, a mafia accent, alright? Like a Joe Pesci. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Still flight. Alright, we get it. Best subject in school. It was math. I mean, I did skip class a lot in college, but I was kind of a nerd in high school, so math. It's the only thing that makes sense. Favorite animal? Still dog. Color? Blood red. I do like blood red. Dream job? Still astronaut. Flavor? Still vanilla. Pain, pain, pain. Do we just go with mint chip this time? So obedient. I think you could do just fine. God. 5 minutes in, and the game has identified me as a switch. Jesus, man. Okay. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants to start getting you to wants you to start getting to know them.
I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith.
Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love.
Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean.
All right, Trapper, you need to simmer down now, buddy, all right? Keep it in your pants. I'm glad you have a onesie on, all right? I'm glad it's very inaccessible, okay? Or difficultly accessible to get to whatever you got going on down there, all right? Keep it in your pants and your onesie. Grow up.
Grow a body.
I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it.
Whatever, fog body.
That's not nice. He's not nice.
You love it.
Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting.
That's why she likes it.
Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. Oh, man. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, I know this crew, and if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough.
If we're done playing, let's do something else instead.
Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead.
I say we go to my yacht. It's this massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power.
The poses, man. It's like he's like something straight out of Ginyu Force from the Dragon Ball Z. Wraith rolls his eyes.
Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness.
No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right there. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Oh, we're going to the... Wait, what is this? The bar? I like the bar. We're going to the bar. It'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge. To kick up your feet, look out over the ocean, and relax on your own terms? Who would want anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day? It's the best. I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Why am I the only one who gets it? It's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer. Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. Hold on. For just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, the waiters, the bartenders, janitors, every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call, Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survive the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long, I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that's starting to give me the creeps. We'll now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. Oh, the most you could do is help us get off this... Dwight! Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator? Yes, is there something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, yeah, right, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has a much fancier accommodations than this island. It's like one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious, doesn't quite have the charm that this island has. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all the money comes lots of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? We're going here. Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. Yeah, very conspiratorial-like. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, and when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on the island. But it turns out I'm not the first to toss those kinds of threats around on this island, so thanks, I guess, for getting it called off. We're doing a good job, chat. Listen, I know she's got every red flag, but she's basically just like any chapter of my dating history. Just yoink one out. We can fix her. This one is not irredeemable, surely, right? Right? Surely. Are we threatening each other again? Now it's Dwight who takes on a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please, just make it quick. Is what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you the drink of your dreams. Dwight is such a pussy. Oh, shit. I can fix her, right? Right, chat? Chat thinks I can fix her. Hilarious, right, Dwayne? Yeah, right. So, what will you be having? I'm on the beach. I'm not having a virgin daiquiri. Like, maybe a sangria, maybe a vodka soda, maybe a scotch on the rocks. I'm not gonna have a scotch on the beach, though. It's either a vodka soda or a sangria. Vodka soda, sangria. Vodka soda, sangria. Oh, vodka soda. Coming right up. Really takes me back home. You know, vodka's a very special drink to me. Oh, fuck, I forgot. She's Russian. Son of a bitch. Da. Warms the blood on a cold night in the woods. On occasion, I would, how do you say, bump into the occasional soldier while hiking across the motherland? Wait, I need to give her a Russian accent. Fuck, I'm bad at those. Well, they always had a nip of vodka tucked away in a special little silver package in special little hidden pocket. It doesn't sound as good. It's not as good. But no one hides from me. Like, no, that's a bit basic to be drinking vodka on a tropical island, no? And you're mixing it with soda? Really? You think I give a shit what you think, Spirit? I didn't do it for your approval. I don't even care what you think. See, that's the kind of apathy that's gonna win her over, chat. Being passionate about being passionless is so last year. It's also my thing, and you're making it look bad. That's 2 strikes. Fuck, man. Fuck. Since we fulfilled your requests, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known that there was a catch. Icebreaker time. Oh God. This is how you flirt with Nessa? Which one, Huntress or Spirit? It's a big difference. I swear, had I known they pull this kind of faux enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar. You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it. This sucks. But it could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat. If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd. Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books, novels, comics, fiction, or non. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life, the escape into your own mind. A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking. I mean, you're not wrong. Chat. I don't consider myself to be a vain man, but I feel like I'm biased already. Considering the situation we're in, it seems appropriate time to ask you, Rocky, what's your desert island book? The one book you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be classic horror for reasons that should be obvious. She means because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in the public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity has gotten really soft these past 100 years, so what's your favorite? Definitely like a Dracula. Let's go with... I'm wearing a V-neck, drinking some vino. Dracula. Dracula's one classic that's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger only to learn later on that they're an immortal villain. It's downright thrilling. Nailed it. Let's go, chat. And that's actually the one that I would have picked. Fuck a Frankenstein, Jekyll and Hyde. I'm good with the psychosis shit. We're gonna pass on that. Well, I guess, but I was going to say that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger or even death that he poses, you can't help but get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents. Same here. Took the words right out of my mouth. So what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone? Who they think they would buy into that? If you're gonna be trapped in the nightmare that is undead life eternal, which I know a little something about, you can do a lot worse than great clothes, a castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire. Oh, we got a spicy. Does she want me to prove her wrong? We love spicy. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty bottle of vodka in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask covered eye. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. We're playing Spin the Bottle, chat. Trickster's here. Great idea. Trickster, isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking, but I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello, and who is this new fan in the waiting?
Beat it, hack.
I don't know, what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game? Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea, while also teasing the secret Trickster ending. I got much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo. Kelsey, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Trickster is a fuckboy, 100%. 100%. 100%. Mr. Steal Your Girl, I'm glad he was in and out. Get the hell out of here. We don't need you. The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap spit, that is. But let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. Classy? We're playing Spin the Bottle on a beach. There's nothing classy about this. Alright? Huntress is a full bottle of vodka deep. There's nothing classy about this. All makeouts will happen in view of the public eye. Real romantic-like. That's not romantic, it's cringy. Yes, romance is the goal, so we'll all be waiting here in complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching. Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults. Rocky, you're up. Oh, fuck. I'm first, man. You grip the bottle in your hand, and you put your fate in the hands of the empty bottle gods. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, the target you're going to be pointing at. Okay. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame. Perfect for the less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Ready to play with you like me to repeat. All right, here we go, chat. We're playing Spin the Bottle. Hold on. Get your bottles ready, chat. Okay. So do I just click to stop it? Away we go. Spin the bottle and see who you're gonna smooch. Oh. Oh, fuck. No! Psych, you actually have to spin multiple times to get your real result. First get it to 3 times to get your true match. That's how we play hardcore Spin the Bottle on this here island. Now get your spin on. Oh, God. I didn't realize it stopped immediately. Is it Trapper again? You're fucking kidding me. Come on, no. Not like this. Okay, okay, okay. We got Spirit once. We got Huntress once. Jesus. Ah, no! Fuck! No! 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 Can I do over? Do over. There was something in my eye. I got attacked by a bee. There's clearly... Ah, shit. Fuck, man. Ooh. This is a fucking disaster, chat. Just this morning, you were waking up on a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across a beach towel at Trapper, lust in his eyes, sweat glistening on his skin. No! Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding your ears. Yeah, because I'm about to run for my fucking life and this guy's gonna murder me with his bare hands. Trapper takes you by the hand and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. He begins to reach for you, putting his hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way he is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at the interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try to lock lips in this state, you might gross him out so completely that he'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Trapper,
Save it, it's not happening.
Thank God.
Don't cry. I know, to get this close to a living god and then feel the sting of his rejection, it must hurt bad. But don't take it personally. Well, do, but use it to make yourself stronger. It's not because I don't want you, it's because you haven't earned it yet. You might. Later. For now, it can't be that easy. Sure, maybe with one of the others, they're weak, sad, lonely. Not me. I don't need this. It's mine to give or to withhold.
Honestly, he might have the strongest mental out of anybody here. Good for you, Trapper. I respect you more for that. Wait a second. Did I just allow him to neg me? He just rejected me and now I want him more? Is that... Fuck. That shit really does work, huh, chat? Holy shit. You really dodged a bullet. This means you'll have a chance to present yourself in a bit more flattering of a light later, assuming you survive.
I'm not ashamed to tell you that I think you're cute. I would make out with you so hard that your heart would cave in if I wanted to. And I do, but I still won't.
Is that hitting a bit close to reality? Maybe.
Tell anyone I told you this and you die. They die, and then I have you all revived and kill you again. If anyone asks, I was the best you ever had, which I just might be another time.
I hate to break up such a passionate moment that we only assume was passionate because we never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island. But dinner's being served right away, and we must insist that you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation when there are so many more interesting things to die from. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. Surely it won't be anything gross. You expecting what? Capture the flag? Don't you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fancy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh, great, terrific, it seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trap. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. He's here? Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expected-ster. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick got a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Rocky. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You'd probably think it was an error, but it's not. It's completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone's seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully, with both love and hate, for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving? What are we eating? It's meat, seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge.
My favorite.
Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat? So that's like technically true?
Technically true is the best kind of true.
Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey, Rocky, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? I haven't seen many pigs wearing a palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island.
Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal.
Wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain.
First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear, it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked, no blood.
You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough, grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obvs. Oh, she says obvs. You just lost, damn. You just lost like, I'd say at least 2 points. She's using a breves. She kind of talks like a super modernly depressed Cali girl. I don't know. I'm not sure.
The hell it is.
Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. But she's so dark though and mysterious at the same time, so it's kind of like, I don't know. Says the guy who chose a vodka soda when I could have had sangria. True, I probably should have just had sangria on the beach. That's facts. Please stop, please. I hate when we fight or talk or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey, Rocky, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean, a dinner. Otherwise, this is going to go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you guys just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. God. Felix, no. Oh, God. F's in the chat for Felix. F's in the comment for Felix. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. On the bottom, the target. Okay. Press spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you lose. I could have pressed spacebar this whole time. Should achieve perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Sure. Ready. Push. Oh, shit. I missed completely. I'm doing DBD skill checks and I'm failing. If it was this thing for spin the bottle, I would have had a much better chance. Oh God. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. So she liked the fact that I missed a bunch of times. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean...
Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who have been working their asses off to make this night perfect.
Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff right through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The 2 best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing? Think about it, Rocky. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut in my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of this group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why, so what do you want to tell them?
This is gross. Everything about this dinner is an abomination. From what... Okay, this is a little OD. From what is almost certainly human meat, to the lack of manners, to the talk of dismembered parts, and these noises, everything is so vile I might throw up. Even Spirit's talking about the number 2s. I thought she was the classy one. Oh, well, I didn't realize our eating habits grossed you out. Don't be so judgmental. I thought she would like that, if anything. I could feel shame or sadness. I might be experiencing both right now. What I can feel is rage, and I'm furious that you just ruined the meal. I have a whole leg to eat.
Even though you're in the hot seat now, you're not nearly as panicked as you probably should be. That's almost certainly the lack of calories catching up to you, and you feel your whole body begin to shut itself down. Oh, hey, it's me again, your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator, the ocean. That was very rude. Okay, that was over the top. I just wanted to say, hey, I'm not a fan of this type of food. Maybe I should have just said sorry. Or look, a seagull. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. If I just throw myself in the ocean, can they swim? They might all sink. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious, I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. Okay. 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 Wait a second. Hold up. This is getting spicy, chat. Okay. You wake up to spirit holding your limp body. Wait, why's it gotta be... Hold on a sec. I swear this has never happened before. Gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that we're all truly insignificant and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge. I have to wonder, how can anyone believe anything else? You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? Am I telling her that I found someone special or that I've always been alone? Flirt? But flirting with spirit's very different here, okay? Flirting would be, I found someone special in you. But she's gonna be like, ew, that's disgusting. But if I'm like, I've always been alone, she might be like, so have I. We'll always be alone together. You know? What do we think, chat? 1 or 2? See, like, the emo in me would be like, I've always been alone. This early on in talking to somebody, I wouldn't say something like, I found someone special. I don't lay it on that thick. I play more coy. Maybe it's Spirit's words, maybe it's the ocean, or maybe it's always been this way, but you suddenly feel connected to Spirit's words. I may not remember much about my life before, but there's one thing that I know to be true. I've always been alone. And I always will be alone. Damn, I threw! Spirit has turned from looking at the ocean as looking directly at you now. Maybe? It's a funny idea, isn't it? Being alone. Together? Oh, nailed it! Let's go! It's the best we can hope for. Let's go. Maybe. Or maybe it's too much to hope for. Maybe it's impossible to pretend that we know anything. Is that just arrogance? Oh, I was so dumb. So busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, perfect employee, perfect daughter. I didn't take care of myself, and now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, so this might sound silly, but Spirit looks around to see if there's anybody else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon that lives inside of me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. You're not stupid. That sounds badass. Yeah, facts. Right? But like, I didn't let it out, and then, you know, chop chop, and now that dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough about me. What's inside of you, stranger? You know, they used to call me Dragon in high school. Nothing but darkness. No dragon, just lots of fire.
Rocky is my new best friend.
Nothing but darkness, probably. A lot of fire? Nah, I'm not like... I don't have a lot of fire. Probably just darkness. Yo, Scott, thank you for the 10 months. I'd kill to have a dragon. Maybe not the best choice of words. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome. Honestly, though, I feel like I don't got anything inside of me at all. Just darkness, never-ending darkness. And here I thought Spirit was the biggest goth on the island until you arrived. Yeah, hell yeah. Perhaps I could light a torch and she thinks she can fix me, chat. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, let's go. There we go. Oh, shit. Things just took a turn. Woo. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off any new danger that's popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go. Yeah, I out-emoed Wraith. Sad boy hours commence. Now we just gotta dial it back before it becomes too off-putting. All right. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for some evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well.
Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss.
Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously? Has anything here ever happened on schedule, even once?
Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia.
Who are Donald and Cynthia?
Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice.
We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. Nobody. But we still got to get started on story time, so... Rocky, who do you think should go? Damn it, that's a name. A name? What the hell? Please, pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Story time? Okay, she'll be pissed if I ask her for a story, but I want to hear more. So here's the thing, chat. Like, I think the best storyteller would probably be Wraith or Huntress. But if I ask Spirit to tell me a story, she might get mad at me. What do we think? You know what? We could be petty and pick Huntress to make Spirit jealous. You miss Stabby Daddy? Trickster is not around. He's not even an option. I don't even know how you get him as an option. Be petty, Huntress? Let's hear from Huntress. I choose you. What am I, summoning a Pokemon? Whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Huntress steps up to tell her story. The campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. There's a village outside the deep and ominous red wood. No child dared step foot past the threshold of thick trees and brush that separated safely from the unknown. Grown men that ventured in often would never return, and the sounds that echoed into the village were something inhuman. The women of the town told a story to the young children, hoping that it would be enough to dissuade them from curious exploration beyond the boundaries of the village. They told of a creature that lurks in the woods, half woman, half beast, singing like a siren, haunting, beautiful, her voice the last relic of her humanity. It lulls all who hear into her domain, and not precocious child, nor... Wait, what? That sentence is weird. A not precocious child nor fierce soldier can escape once you are in her clutches. Those who have seen her say she wears a mask of hair stained with the blood of so many poor souls. The hatchet she wields has been brought down brutally on the skull of many an unsuspecting hunter. The nightmare doesn't end there, for what's a hungry beast to do in the frigid winters with nothing but hunter meat to live off of? It's said that the huntress, as the villagers called her, couldn't bring herself to kill the young girl she came across in the forest. Instead, they'd suffer an even worse fate. Longing for a child of her own, she'd bring them back to her secluded cabin to keep them safe. She'd wrap a tight cord of rope around their necks and affix them to the wall. That way, they'd be warm. That way, they'd be out of harm's way. The huntress would even bring the girls presents, toys that she'd pilfered from other bodies, masks she'd fashioned out of things from the cottage, and little dolls made of grass and twigs. But these toys did nothing to quell the children's fear. Within days, the girls would waste away from starvation and dehydration. For all her good intentions, the huntress had never learned how to care for a human child. You see a tear creep down from underneath Huntress's mask. Suddenly, the most beautiful singing voice you've ever heard fills the air. Sleep, my darling tiny one, tucked within your bed so tight, else the old gray wolf will come and grab you by your side. There's a brief moment of silence, and you feel the need to contribute to this stirring moment. Slow clap. Join in on singing, make a joke. Slow clap. Building a you stand up and clap once, then after a beat again, slowly building a dramatic group clap. Wraith stands next to you and claps. No one else does. You're clapping. It lacks energy. You must be tired. Huntress isn't interested in whatever you're trying to do and walks off bored. On that note, everyone decides it's time to break and split up for a little bit so they can have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves, and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up, and he's blaring his latest song.
Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you?
He doesn't wait for an answer.
I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special that those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I'm the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in a sea of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby.
Trickster leaves, and you're a bit confused what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time for yourself to think about them just yet. Huntress approaches you. Aw, shit. I should have asked Spirit. But it's fine. We're bouncing around. We're getting a vibe. We're trying to, make sure we're making the right choices. Of course you liked my story. Who wouldn't? It had everything. Cute kids, dead men, a huntress. I find that all stories are better with the sound of a burning fire filling the air around you. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat barbecue than smell like it. Let's rinse off all that campfire with a dip in the hot tub, shall we? Oh, shit. Okay. Dipping in hot tubs with the huntress? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. Does the ocean not like other bodies of water? Is the ocean getting jealous? Am I gonna fuck the ocean at the end of this? Is the ocean... Oh shit, is the ocean an option in this dating sim? Oh, this music is spicy. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure that your killer companion could handle it. Before you run off, I wanted to make something clear. You know that half woman, half beast I was talking about in my story? That's me. I'm her. I knew. See, I wouldn't say no way how cool. I'd say, I figured as much. But I wouldn't be like, yeah, I got that. That's kind of dismissive and mean. You know? Like, I was just playing that mysterious fucking brute, whatever. No way, how cool. That's really awesome. Thanks for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. I mean, that sounds like me as well. Huntress faux shyly twirls her hair. Tell the truth, what do you think of my tale? Do I have the makings of a best-selling author, such as the comedic mastermind, Dostoevsky? It was a really well-told narrative. Clear beginning, middle, end, riveted from the start. Plus the woman in the forest, I mean you, clearly not a true villain. You were just a traumatized child. Okay. Okay, now you're just being a suck-up. Huntress's eyes leer at you from behind her mask. She's had her time in the spotlight and is playing coy now.
I'm about to get squished like a damn watermelon, chat.
Oh, we're gonna... we're just gonna... Wait, is this Chosen's fuckboy laugh? Did we just do Chosen's fuckboy like... Ha. The awkward chuckle? Fuck. If she eats that up, that's not good. Like, where's... I need Chosen to come and be like... Ha. Ha. Like... I fucking love Chosen, man. The snoo simulator? Jesus. Why are you laughing? I can't help but giggle when I'm both about to die and also maybe falling in love. Oh shit! Island me is smooth! You can't believe how awkward this intimidating woman seems right now. It's actually pretty endearing. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly, despite your steamy company. It's a little chilly and your bare shoulders must be freezing. Let's head back to the fire and put me to bed? Okay. Wait a second. I thought I was gonna give her my jacket or something. But like, oh shit. Yeah, that is some sub shit if I've ever seen it. I would never in a million years say some shit like that. This is Alex's dating romance, 100%. Hey, why don't you put me to bed? Know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Claudette comes in and says, we hate to intrude on whatever smooth moves were about to unveil themselves, but it's time for bed. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting. But after a day like today, even I'm pretty tuckered out. Will I see you tomorrow, Rocky? Only if I don't see you first. Oh, that was fucking corny. I just ruined it. What? You make... Only if I don't see you first. Bop. You make a cute little bow hunting motion. Huntress catches the imaginary arrow you shoot in her teeth and then bites down hard, snapping it in half. At least you think that's what she's doing. It's kind of hard to tell. Good night, my little snack. Oh shit, I have a pet name already. All right, now hear me out. Best case scenario, Huntress fights Spirit for our affections, and Spirit wins. We want Spirit to fight for us. You know, light a passion in that void of a heart she has. I'm sure that wasn't a reference to actually eating you. I mean, she did just tell me, hey, that story about me eating dudes in the forest, that was true. I did it. That was me. Did you pick up on I was eating guys and then strangling and murdering the others? Yeah. She's like, that was me. I mean, she gobbles men. True. Good point. She's not shy of putting men in her mouth. That's true. All right. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Huntress's story of the half-human beast that abducted all those innocent children and an attempt to save them that led to their doom. Are you mistaken prisoner here on this island? Is this your salvation or will it be your demise? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar, creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and a blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume down to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the type you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Sure. Ready, away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You imagine it and decide that you might adjust, or you examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Silent, thank you for the bits. Am I pretty drunk now? Absolutely not. I mean, maybe my characters, those vodka sodas, be hidden. This is my first glass of wine. I might need a couple more glasses though. This is starting to get spicy. Oh shit. Wait, oh, I choose the radio station. It's always either a 102 or a 98. Let's see what's on this station. Do I have to find whose killer music it is? No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you sleep here. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Oh shit! You already know, chat. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you his secret for falling asleep when she's restless. Hmm? What's her secret? I like to listen to flute. Oh, okay. Flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam your pores? Okay. Not exactly what I was gonna anticipate from Spirit, but I'm down with it. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb, carved from bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back though. And if you lose it, well, you'll get your revenge on me. If it's the last thing I do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're just paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but by now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one's still undeniably odd. The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? You know what? I think this needs...
The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even amnesiac video game protagonists. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you'd like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to.
Did the ocean just call me thirsty? I think the ocean might have just called me thirsty a little bit. The ocean's getting jealous of me and the killers? You're 60% water and I am thirst. You awaken suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait.
Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. You should know they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my, actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share two things with you. One, I do not take rejection well. Two, the first thing is very important to remember.
Yeah. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out from me, are you? Still, nothing from Trapper.
Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of this scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if it bit them on the ass. Or if I bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun.
And if I don't pick you?
Remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest, sleep, maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over onto the, about 15 feet to your left.
Finally alone, for real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. I need to drink more for this, chat. Wait a second, where are we? This isn't, oh geez, it's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to a camera. I think today went really well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do. Okay. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk, and I had to wash her entrails off my sarafan. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more that he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time, major buzzkill, and Trapper, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died, and I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. Aw, Huntress is actually, like, kind of sweet. You know? Kind of sweet, chat. I'm considering it, alright? You know, the more I get to know her, that's the demisexual in me, you know? The more I'm growing attached, the more I'm liking her. The Trapper, listen, man, you're an earnest dude. There's a limit.
This is weird. I don't care enough to kill this person, but if anyone else wants to, I don't care enough to stop them. Might have to just kill Dwight to feel anything again.
Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really, invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on society that has used me and threw me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. I could help you. Achievement unlocked, still alive. That's... You guys can't see that, but I just unlocked an achievement that said still alive. That's concerning. Am I supposed to be dead? Am I doing well? I think I'm doing well. I can fix it. I can fix her, chat. I can fix her. I can. You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the damn sky. And you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is headed out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee.
Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start off this incredible day.
Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. Yeah, right. I also want to wish you luck. Today's an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it.
Budgeting issues.
Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get the name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want anybody casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you yet. This was supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up to review, not an eternal prison of pain. And please, be sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you, so can we please move on?
Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand?
This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment.
I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land, I submerge those who defy me, and I become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance.
Fine, go ahead.
Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into?
You know, the ocean's right. A lot of hard work does go into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, it's not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that. Especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they do make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Like, please? Yes, of course. Apologies, Rocky. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yep, I'm not suspicious that there's no option. It's been really entertaining. How else could I describe my stay on this island besides really entertaining? Wow, 10 stars, here we come. Can someone remind me to skip this section next time? Nope. I do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Sure, whatever. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Rocky, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect! Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes! Hey, Rocky, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in the positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling that I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls in to the dining area to lot up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon. And so much for maintaining these beach pods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate, you sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings that you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day and on a beautiful, mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trappist stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't.
I can't imagine you can make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated, anyone seen where I left my cleaver? Haha, just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is.
Well, that was bizarre. Back to your brick. Nope. No, now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all the possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded. Hey, maybe, Huntress is our little side fling. Slide into Spirit's DMs to end the vacation. Happy-go-lucky afterwards. Huntress is happy with whatever Huntress gets. You know? Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one would weirdly stand up during breakfast to... And just like that, here comes Spirit. Motherfucker. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing, and last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while I look cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, like, not too much fun. That would be weird. But, like, good fun, like, a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain yesterday how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep them wanting more. You're getting good at this game. Sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but, you know, so be it. What's up, Bree? Welcome in to our island adventure and waifu or husbando ascertaining or attaining simulator. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing, me? Well, yeah, I guess. That's okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. Am I gonna fuck the damn narrator? And the ocean? Am I just gonna have an orgy with everybody on this fucking island, including the intangibles at this point? Well, I guess they're all kind of intangibles, like Spirit's a spirit. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind. Seeing how I'm not real and all? Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more, a little more. Oh yeah, that's it, yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear, I had no idea these two even do whatever it is that they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so that they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow! Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting, and Claudette has a crazed look in her eye. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you well, you know. No, what? What did you think we were doing? You were doing, I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We don't get 5 minutes to ourselves every day. We spend it hoping that if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that they have a weird pain kink, it seems like. I've come to believe that the key to finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were, me and him? Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. Just laughing in his damn face. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyways. Good luck, Rocky. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmity, if you will. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far, today's been exhausting too. but you're dedicated to achieving a true scented sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. The laugh was terrifying. It was supposed to be. Today, you're on a date with you.
Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move?
What the fuck? And aside from that disturbing thought, all's going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped like a palm tree's bending over to screw with you, but it's no tree at all. It's Trickster.
Hey, babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever, though. Breakfast is dumb. Should we eat? No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later in my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you, maybe I should give him like a Patrick Warburton. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing. Gotta give him that. And the blow up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design.
He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not the best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy is gone, we got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by. It's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot, but I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way that I appreciate it. Not like these other killers. They don't get me. I get you. I get you, Spirit. You and I are the only ones who understand each other. But I'll get them. I'll get them all. And I'll get my father, too. And I'll punish him for... Oh, shit. Daddy issues, chat. Red alert. Woo-woo. Woo-woo. Holy shit. It's bad. Wee-woo. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary and more than a little hot if you get turned on by, you know, menacing. I don't not get turned on by hot menacing. Look, all this time on a murderer's island has got us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it, and I suggest you do the same. I can fix her? I can fix her. Thank you for the validation, chat. I really do. I think so. Or she could break me. I accidentally just clicked this. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you can decide if you want to go off with Spirit, Huntress interjects. I guess you could go off with Spirit today. She seems pretty cool, actually. I think we weren't here on this island vying against each other for your attention. We might actually be friends. We might have something, though, you and I couldn't let you go off to her goth lighthouse without speaking up first. Yeah, I know her secret spot. I see everything through the holes in this adorable mask. So my offer stands. We can still hang out today. Plenty of room at my cabin. Wink, wink. All right, so Spirit wants to spend some time with us, but Huntress is putting out. Ahem. I have a decision to make here, chat. It's pretty cute that Huntress thinks she has to say wink wink out loud. The mask barely even hides her face. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So, who will it be? We already knew from day one, chat. Our gothic queen has our heart. Because we don't have a heart to give. Huntress needs a heart to give. You know? We're cold-hearted, empty-hearted. There's nothing here. Nothing inside. Huntress deserves better than us, right? I gotta go with Spirit. You made the correct decision, but know this, just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm gonna slobber all over you like a dog, understand? I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, maybe I would. I don't know. Well, of course, I've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection's real, but like, I've been hurt before, literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form. You feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any type of that macho trapper crap. I mean, I'm not entirely opposed to feeling you. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. Tunneling is bad? True. You and Spirit arrive at the coast overlooking the black lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. I mean, also, lighthouse sounds way cooler than cabin. I'm at the fucking beach, you know? Huntress, be a little more creative. Offer me like a fucking, I don't know, like a cool oasis or like a hammock on overlooking a cliffside or some shit. Something romantic. Not just your cabin to smash. A little too desperate, Huntress. You know? I love this. A gothic lighthouse? I'm all about it, alright? You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the black lighthouse. It's old and decrepit. Oh, I already said this. You look Spirit up and down. Notice she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. My kind of girl. Fuck, I didn't think I had a type, but I might have a type, chat. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black's a shade. It's not even a color. Yes, thank you. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Thank you, Spirit. See, she gets me, chat. It's a void like me. Yes. Spirit smiles. Let's go. Nature abhors a vacuum. You're not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl like a monster dying. A spiraling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that! The light and sound recede, and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down and then pats on it gently. Clearly, she wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get a little hands-on action? What else could it be? She doesn't need sunscreen, though. She's a spirit. Is she giving it to me? All right, chat. This is where I need to not be a pussy, right? But now we're talking's creepy. Thanks, like she gave it to me for me, is probably more of my natural response. Put sunscreen on her. She doesn't like that macho shit. She doesn't like the aggressive shit. I'll say thanks and put it on myself. And then if I'll let her invite me. You know, consent is hot, chat. It's sexy. Thanks, I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem, I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body. And then it gives her a chance to touch me, chat. See? See? Take notes, chat. You need any help reaching those difficult spots? You see a hand float around your back. Sure, why not? Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. You watch as Spirit applies sunscreen to herself in the most unique way, by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. I think we should comment on the floating hands ability. The fact that your hands just float around you like that, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. I'm glad you get a kick out of it, but floating severed limbs isn't exactly the type of superpower you think to wish for as a kid. I'd much rather be able to read minds. Maybe then I'd understand why some people act the way they do. Not jealous. I'll apologize. Sorry, I clearly hadn't thought through what your experience was like. Sometimes humor is how you deal with uncomfortable situations, but clearly you read the room wrong. I was just thinking about what you must have gone through. Oh, and now here I'm laying on this sensitivity? I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends, eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me, and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to the pressure, the way that he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me, it's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it. Even though it gives me strength, I must maintain control. You're stronger than I ever was, I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Rocky. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing in life and love. This world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance in reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion, you know? Oh, not the toes, man! She gives me her feet. Aww. You know, having your body contorted into these vengeful poses, it does a number on my joints. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Ready? Oh, shit. Nailed it. Perfect. Boom. Boom. Perfect. Boom. Nailed it. I'm actually, maybe I should throw one or two. I'm like too good at this. You don't want her to like, right? You Oh God. Well, I suppose that the lotion made it to where it was supposed to be going eventually. Wait a second. Where was I rubbing this lotion, chat? Real men rub feet. I don't mind a foot massage, but she seemed a little too eager to, like, you know, throw the feet at me. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. Oh, I'll take my time. You look up at the lighthouse. You look up at the lighthouse, its ominous, dark form hovering above this moment between spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case, it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and a burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Ghost ships? Oh shit. From seemingly out of nowheres, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean above the ship as it careens towards the shore. Before crashing on the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse.
Is it crack? Is that what you're smoking?
Low-key, thank you very much for the 13 months. Another month of bearded epicness. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Welcome back. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Oh, right, it does that sometimes too. Should we, do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Within a minute, the ocean's quiet again except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they are, you're half sure you saw one of those skull and crossbone flags, aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith. He's emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that. Wraith points to the lighthouse. It's indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead pirates, or the mermaid that I saw washed up on shore that one time. Ew. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of the vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island, or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out, the basics anyhow. If you come with me, you can get cut. Oh shit. Okay, she's spicy. Spirit waves a katana, nearly trimming a couple of buttons off of Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs a few steps away slowly. For the quiet guy, he never shuts up. Okay, be that way, you'll see. Alone at last, tension broken, deathly moans quiet. And Wraith, banished back to wherever he hangs out, you scooch close to the spirit, breathing the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. Is it me, or does this music not really match the moment? You know? She wants her alone time with me. Let's go. I found myself a goth girl, chat. Let's go. Also, all this reading, I'm like a little lightheaded, or maybe it's the wine, or maybe she's just sweeping me off my feet. I can't really tell at this point. It's not quite clear how the whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You feel in this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe. You get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. Oh? For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she's put a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so confused on what's happening with Spirit that you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried that they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically, we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach, where we'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and the hosts. Aren't supervisors supposed to work in groups of 4? Jeez, man. You arrive at the beach, you realize that you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quiet. This isn't at all what was promised. Wait a minute, there's no announcement here. Am I about to die? But there is a me. You got mud in your ears, friend. I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You've got a secret lair? Damn it. Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got a sap in my secret hair? There's a flap on my secret chair? Don't change the subject.
Rocky Rex.
Frag, thank you very much for the 5 months. Appreciate it, man. Welcome back. Hey, don't ask me what he's talking about. You're trying to make a mess on the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up, like I keep trying to tell you. It's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here, well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way that it will be. There's no use fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight, even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your little phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking, and we all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Folks. You cloak, I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure seems like some video game community forum thread minutia, if there was ever such a thing. Not that you know about that either. Sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm gonna do that now. And I choose... Get lost, Wraith. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seems easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. Damn right she does. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. Oh, shit. Wraith's gonna kill me. No wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken. Yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, so I'm gonna stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too. Spirit walks around a corner to show you a little something that she's discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. Oh shit! Sakura tree? I mean, not cherry blossom, but straight up cherries. This wine's kind of bitter. It's just a small sapling, but it's begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come cascading through the air around the both of you. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical, they're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away. And for this reason, they're also a simple symbol of the fleeting nature of life and our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the specter of looming death that calls attention to this special moment. To see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Rocky? Unsure? Spirit's question isn't easy to answer. You want to impress her, but you also want to be true to yourself. The entire range of human experience is stretched out before you and feel paralyzed by the different options available to you in this moment. And that's okay. It wasn't a simple question with a simple answer. Who knows if Spirit herself even has an answer in mind. However, it occurs to you like the fallen blossoms wilting at your feet, this chance at connecting with the beautiful person in front of you might be fleeting. So one of these answers the better choice? Do you remain unsure? Oh, okay. So it means... It's giving me a second chance. I should probably take it. Empowered to seize the moment? Maybe? The knowledge that life and death are a cycle has always given me peace. That's actually true. That is literally true to me. Accepting the fleeting nature of life, like the beauty of a flower in bloom, allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. As you explain, Spirit's face begins to look sad to you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death, but why should that matter? And then it dawns on you, Spirit has been trapped in this ghastly state of death with no hope of cycle back, no rebirth, her moment of blossoming life long gone. That scary time of death and decay that comes after the good part, that's Spirit's eternity. I feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you, I wasn't even thinking about you. You just answered from the heart. I can't let that bother me. Our priorities are not the same. I have my mission. Fuck! Damn it, dude. Once the fallen cherry blossoms represented the souls of samurai warriors, those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish, as if it were installed here by someone. You watch as true spirit chooses her words very carefully. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time we've got a really good reason. It has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot. I guess it's time to go, or whatever. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it. I don't think I fucked up too bad. I think saying unsure, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, chat. I don't know what would have happened. It's unsure. Me too. If it were me, and somebody brought me to the Cherry Blossoms talking about life and death and asked me how the duality of it all made me feel, I wouldn't quite say the word empowered, but I would have said something like, it makes me feel at peace, like a oneness, you know? So that was the proper answer if I'm trying to be true to the heart. I wouldn't have said unsure, but I was unsure in the moment of how the game wanted me to respond. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith's here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on the screen at the same time again. Just believe me, they're all here, just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everybody's being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that the four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trappist seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is like the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that.
If I'm dining solo, then I'm eating what I want, and you're eating it too. Lamb shank, rare, salt, pepper, no sauces allowed. And serve it with one single piece of broccoli so Wraith won't complain.
I like broccoli.
Gives me horrible gas.
Oh, I don't like that.
Buddy, wait till you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome.
Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. How will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, don't sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. I'll be coy. Oh, God. Am I about to ruin this? It wasn't really a date. More like two people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in relatively close proximity to each other. That's exactly right. Couldn't have said anything of value better myself. Okay. She liked that. Rabbit, thank you for the 19 months. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Spirit is clearly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprise. She doesn't like people getting into her business. Dwight and Claude, and also, yeah, you know what? I don't kiss and tell. I'm not going to sit here bragging to an entire group of people that I'm not interested in. And that's rude to them. You know, it's inconsiderate to be trying to make them jealous of what I have going on over here. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetit. Don't you mean bone? No, almost everything we serve has lots of bones in it. Even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Haha. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as you pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. Now, what would you like to say to the servants? Thank them. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. They're going to ignore my compliment? It's rude. They won't be getting another. Who are we romancing? So far, Spirit. But we have done some slight romancing of Huntress. We had a nice evening in the hot tub with her. Or something. Was it the hot tub? Or the fire? I think it was the fire and the hot tub. Everyone, if you'd be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen. Something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies.
Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb?
Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will the narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool, and now everyone's looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers.
Try not to bore us.
We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Rocky was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Fine, I'll tell a story. I'm going to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? I'd like to tell an adventure story. Spirit would like me to tell a romance. I would like to tell an adventure. Alright, you're like... You like your Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies? How about some adventures? They knew this game was made for me. This game was made with me in mind. Rocky, The Rock. I'm telling a story. Perfect.
Now we're talking.
It's not my favorite, but I respect your choice and will nod politely. You don't have to say that, Wraith. Just nod politely. Okay, ready. Here goes. I really like to go fishing. Solid hobby. Great foundation for a story. Sure. You paused. Everyone's waiting with bated breath. No pun intended. Oh wait, that's it? Not much of a story. Barely even a thought. My pun was a better story. You sure that's all you have to say? No, that makes me seem super uninteresting. Personal. I'll get a little personal for now. Yeah, let's do a personal story. Those types of tales are the best and often the most sad. It's a bit of a love story. Oh, is it about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine? Or about a deranged killer who makes the only woman who ever believed in him witness a display of shocking violence? Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. Oh. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, he took interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months.
Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think?
It's so sweet. Exactly, I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with someone. Love could spark from a look across a campfire. Now you got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. It's quite alarming, actually. Except for the trickster who has headphones in and is loudly playing his own music to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but that was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So, who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride, I suppose the Fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt, so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lilikoi, by the way, so fancy. When it came to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, or fiancé, I guess, she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for their ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create unique floral arrangements for the local wildflowers that surround the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding so they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods that she surveyed, the bride, or fiancé, since they had not been yet married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so she set out to choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had ever been before, and just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful, she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed further ahead, and possibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the bride, or fiancé, crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she'd been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. These flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems in festering, moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. Now she turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked, and walked, and walked. That day, as guests gathered in the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends and family and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old, dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wondering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad. Hey, just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of episodic style storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audiences and creator. Tell me, Rocky, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We actually don't care. We're just here to make sure we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know what we need to get back to, that thing, and whatever. We're not on screen. Okay. You have fun tonight and try not to wink wink end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident, and you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She doesn't really belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator, so no wonder she's pissed. And no wonder we're drawn to her, chat. See, the others have bigger red flags.
Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast the ghost with some killer hot takes?
I need to take a second, chat. I need to drink some water. I'm actually getting lightheaded from reading so much. What do we think so far? Chat, who would you romance? How do you think of our current romancing? And how do you think this is going to end up? Am I going to get the girl in the end? Or am I going to screw it up? Stretch break? Deal. Spirit for sure. Fair. Spirit, I love goth girls. You and me both. Try not to die, I'll try. What a day to have a sub-anniversary. Congrats on the contract, Rocky. Love you. Yo, appreciate it, Echo. I don't think the resub... Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I don't think it came through. That message above was meant for resub. All good. I figured as much. Thank you for the 26 months. Thank you for the tier 2. More hydration. Thank you, Melio. All right. Let's hop back into it. Please, enough talk of burns, things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far from this place as we could? Just you and me. On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to some place more secluded Rocky's after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all of that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. Yes, Spirit. You're very progressive. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. Oh boy, she might be a little bit much for me, chat. Might be a little bit much. That's out of goth domain. It's like she cares too much about things to be goth. She's not a goth. I'm saying. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or just me? Despite Trappa's insatiable appetite, it seems his intention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us. Maybe we can move on with our lives, or some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you might not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but let's get the streaming reality TV dating show boom happening. It's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. Now, if I pick Spirit, the others might kill me. But if I don't pick Spirit, I might fuck up my chances with Spirit. And I was having a good time with her. I feel like we really connected. Spirit? Oh, you picked me? Wait, she has an angry face on. Oh, you picked me. Yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company. I love the— oh, fuck, chat. I knew I'd screw it up eventually. And I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even though I hate the game and prize, but I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth, as I imagine sweet, sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task, not worth trying, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you got. Or just say exactly the right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know how the rules are here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. You arrived at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette both holding a cocktail shaker, surrounded by bevy bottles for assorted boozes. Who's ready to get wasted? Well, I don't drink, so not me. But wasn't she the one who initially suggested the bar? You really don't drink ever? Is that like because it'll just fall out a hole in your stomach thing? Or I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is a poison of the body and mind, and I don't need to act like like a fool to have a good time thing. And why do you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything at any one of these. Wait, now that's not true. You learned how to tie a cherry knot in a stem using only your tongue. Whoa, whoa. Who ordered the soda with a splash of my private business? Because that's off menu. Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you all know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed by your father, on whom you will have your bloody vengeance. Right, right. Well, so be it. How about you, Rocky? Do you drink? Fuck. I'm not gonna drink if she doesn't. I got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm gonna pass on the alcoholic drinks. Here, here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. That's also true though. Like, if I'm going out with somebody and they're not drinking, I'm not gonna drink. Like, that's whack. You watch as Spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs at the little plastic sword through it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere, and it's a little fruity guts flop onto the Spirit's lap. Oopsie. One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly shows stains. No take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drink shall we make? Dark and stormy sounds lit. How about a dark and stormy drink for my dark and stormy date? Ooh, I'm killing it. Oh, that one's cute. Let's go. Nailed it, chat. We're winning. Please, allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy's made. First, rum, or in this case, rum extract, and a bit of apple juice is poured over ice. And then fresh ginger beer is added in, garnished with a lime wheel, and drink. The end. Do you think you're up to the challenge of replicating the recipe, Rocky? Hell yeah. Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice? Don't forget the lime wheel. Rum substitute and ginger beer over ice with a lime wheel. Not sure I appreciated your tone, but yeah, you've got it. You're a natural, a sassy natural. You and Dwight might have more in common than... Don't you dare. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way in from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here. And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Want to make out a little? Oh shit, chat! She's getting forward, let's go! You breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing before you can get a yes out. Yeah, sounds good. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly. What the fuck? Cock blocked by nature again? Jesus. Alright, well, we fucking killed it at the bar, alright? The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was... Oi, it feels like that's because it was... Oi, it feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl, you know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone's gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Rocky chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow in no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? It's almost like the order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? You think you deserve it, even if in this case it's a subtle dig. Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it.
Well, yes, thank you, I'd love to. So, Rocky, you're thinking of picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded. Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it, and if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht.
Okay. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith. Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just tell Rocky privately. I don't know how that's really gonna work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Rocky? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell, and then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special, the kind of thing we will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. Maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone.
What was that?
Nothing, go away. Then, boy, oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me and find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind me, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Oh, she's gonna be pissed, chat. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Hit us, spirit. Figuratively, darn it, Twit, you've got to watch your words with these people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, then I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper, or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you at least want to specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang out with Spirit. And time's up, everyone. I mean, she sounds interesting as fuck. It sounds like I'm already dead regardless, so might as well go out on a high note. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options as you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who's already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, has this been a survival dating competition parody the entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse.
You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare even try?
You mean... That's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings? Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seemed like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? Wraith seems the least likely to kill me. Look, I'm here and I'm horny and I'm not really getting positive reinforcement from you, Wraithy Poo. I have to be a dick about it like this? I'm horny and you're not the one for me, Wraithy Poo. Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of you and who you are and what you're about deep down as a person and how I don't like it. Like, give me something, you know, a kiss, a wink, hold my hand, finish telling me about all this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with. Or better yet, don't. Wraith rises, taller than you've ever seen him, and calmly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you'd be different. I don't know how my last bit of hope in humanity hadn't been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You're just like the rest of them. There is no hope of goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape. Or burn everything and everyone to the ground. He leaves. Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind, because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Rocky when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not only because of the guilt, I mean knowing there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by.
How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow?
I don't know how you do it, but you get better. But you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know, those two schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know that was in the game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everybody deserves a send-off. Wait, chat, am I gonna have to eliminate everybody one by one? If so, this game is gonna take forever. We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil may care, but the truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart.
Is it crack?
Shadow, thank you very much for the 17 months. Damn, Bun Bun is ripped. Bun Bun is yoked, you know? That tends to happen when your mother is skewered by an elk when you're young. Yeah, how do you know? Wild guess, it's the only thing that you talk about. If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over there in the tree and I'm feeling peckish. I know I said some things when Rocky kicked me to the curb, and I just want to say I'm embarrassed for how I acted. See, I had a feeling the Wraith would be the most reasonable. Not what I said though. I stand by it. I want everyone here to burn.
How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Rocky's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly. But if his goal is to get themselves killed, they're doing an amazing job.
Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I get eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. Wait, you're not a part of this? You're not a part of this? You don't get a confessional? It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything. You feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute though, charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them. Like Ghost. Don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand. We have a game to get back to, and I also don't want to get sued. Ghostface! Come on! Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Rocky. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yeah, seriously, they don't pay me enough to deal with you people.
Is it my turn?
What? No, it's not your turn. You're a sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair?
What's a chair?
It's the thing that you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew.
Okay, rude.
Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in.
Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom.
Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind. What the hell? What does that mean? No, not you two. This was meant as a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay. We don't have to convince everything. We're just working our asses off for 2 days straight. We wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How is that? You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh, great. What's it going to be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Wraith get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that in my life that I felt a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, the sun, the sweet, sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls. It's like a crescending song of evil that makes me question every foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. Please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, that was a weird way to end. Anyway, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone's bound to say something crazy. It seems like everyone has had their shot to annoy me tonight, so I'm gonna hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. What's that? You don't know about the killer crabs? Oh right, you didn't go to that Huntress date. You really missed out. It was thrilling, or I guess it would have been. You'll have to play the game again to get that reference, I suppose. You'll pull out on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on their face excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or maybe you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It's happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time. Claudette gestures over to where the beach, to the beach where the killers are, all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show that you used to hate watching with your ex, or you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-ass cameos in this show. I'm gonna chew his agent out. But before they walk you over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Rocky. Can't be easy, being thrown onto a mysterious island for seemingly no real reason, surrounded by terrifying killers, trying to manage your most primal impulses, murder and making out. You've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island hosts, with dignity and respect, so don't tell anyone we told you this, but Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets, and if you don't have the green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Well, I've never seen Spirit open up to anyone like she has opened up to you. I've seen her open up the insides of plenty of people, but thankfully for you and for us, that's in a different type of game. So are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad, we're on a schedule. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for the newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this? No, you don't, but who cares? Rocky, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Wait, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as the symbol of the contestant's love and affection? Oh, right, I suppose. But no roses. They're such a cliche at this point. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose but got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Oh, beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of those for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry. You got other things to think about right now. Rocky, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend a day with you today? I forgot we voted Trapper off the island. Spirit! You approach Spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large hat into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You've challenged me to be a better person, and I resisted the urge to show me the sharp end of your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. And we shall, up to the eye of the dark storm that is our reality, to the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. It's time to see what you're made of, Rocky. Oh shit. I thought it might be nice to start the day out in Trapper's yacht before we head up to the Black Lighthouse. Even if I kind of hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts and snorkeling or whatever, it's good for you to see me in the sun a little bit, at least. There's more to me than what you've already gotten to experience. I know that my whole vibe can be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, the plume of floating hair. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once. Went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town. And then, well, I know what happened. Your father, he murdered me and I woke up as an undead Avenger. That's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I needed to be seen. I don't even know by whom. A lot of the time when you think about ghosts, they're kind of these see-through, flickering specters. You imagine reaching out and having your hand go right through them. Ooh, like that sort of thing. Maybe there's some warpy effect on the world around you. I don't know. It depends on which movie you're watching. When I died, well, I dare you to try and reach your hand through me. Not really. That's not an invitation. It's rhetorical. Why did I end up this way? Who brought me here to this island? Who knows? I sure don't. I've got my ideas, but I'm not exactly out there digging around in caves or dusting off antiques and trying to find clues and analyze their meanings. I do want to take this experience seriously, though. I want to give the process a chance. Maybe a dumb process, one that I have extremely little respect for as a person. But you just woke up on this beach with no memory of who you are or where you came from, and rather than freak out and simply try to swim away, you're giving this a chance. I actually didn't know that swimming away was an option. It's not. However, the fact that you never even tried, I think that means you've got courage, or an open mind, or I don't know, maybe you stuck around because you like somebody you met here? Maybe. While the two of you were getting all deep and philosophically flirty, the yacht pulled up to the shore next to the Black Lighthouse. Last stop, everybody off! There were other stops? Oh no, not for this trip. Not of this trip, of your life. Spirit rolls her eyes and leaves for the shore. I'm just messing with you. This was the only stop. Nobody here is really looking out for our fun, so we have to make it for ourselves. But no, there are no other stops. Seriously, go. Race you to the poop deck, Dwight. This ship doesn't even have a poop deck. Oh, it will? Kind of freaky. What the fuck? The fuck did I just read, Claudette? As you disembark, you see Dwight and Claudette run giggling across the ship. Too bad you can't date those two. They seem like they know how to have a good time. Maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of glad. They seem a little fucked up, both of them. You arrive at the beach near the majestic Black Lighthouse. Its imposing form towers above you. A flock of birds circles lazily, no sense of fear or urgency, as if circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages. I'm excited about today, see? Spirit places her wrist delicately in your hand and presses your fingers down against her skin. It's cool to the touch, but you feel, is that the faintest of pulses? My blood is absolutely pumping. So what happens now? Now I show you something that no one else has ever seen up close before. Well, no one who's lived to tell about it. We're going there. Spirit points to the top of the lighthouse, amongst the circling birds. It's actually up there. Have you seen it? Hey y'all, how's everyone doing today? Certainly somebody seems to be taking the whole elimination thing well, or maybe this is the opposite of that. Better not bring it up at all and hope he doesn't just completely melt down. Hi Wraith, you sure seem chipper today. Something strange is definitely going on with this guy. Well, something else is strange, something different than what's usually going on. Wraith takes a deep breath, sucking in the ocean air like it's the greatest air that's ever been sucked. Rocky, thank you. Thank you for choosing anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone again, forever. This is how I was meant to be. I feel alive. Are you done? We're kind of, on that date that you just mentioned. I'm glad you're feeling better, Wraith, but like she said, we're in the middle of something. Do you mind? Oh, right. So what you doing? Heading up into the eye of the lighthouse? I love it up there. You can really see the whole island from up there. In fact, Spirit, I thought you said no one's been up there and lived to tell about it, but this sounds exactly like telling about it. Technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the canon, but Spirit waves her arms at Wraith from head to toe. And if he's not dead now, he's gonna be when I punish him for interrupting our date. Hey, now, we can solve our problems without our hair floating up into any menacing shapes. I'll just be over here running away. Enjoy the view. I think Wraith was kidding about that whole being up there. Honestly, the view isn't even of the island. What you can see is mostly ocean on account of it being, a lighthouse. However, that does bring up an interesting point regarding your, how do I say it? Spirit's hand floats up as she scratches her head contemplatively. You usually don't see her at a loss for words like this. What's your mortal status? Because despite what our lanky friend seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom to it from all corners of this world, if not further. Well, you saw a freaking pirate ship seemingly travel through space and time, only to crumble at the rocks beneath this spooky tower. But you decided not to point it out, because that wouldn't be too romantic now, would it? I think I'm alive. I'm here with you, walking this beach, feeling water on my feet, feeling sun on my skin. Here with me, the Spirit? Does that really make you alive? I guess I don't know. If you come with me up into the eye of the Black Lighthouse, you may never return. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Because we have something, I won't deny it, I feel it. I'd hate for you to simply turn to ash. If we were to commit right here and right now to figuring this out as friends, we could put that risk off for another time. Just be friends? Ouch. Is this her way of letting you down easy? I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you. I can't decide this for you. I can only warn you that it may not be safe. You might die up there, and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, fuck it. Life's only interesting if you risk dying, right? We all die someday. You take a deep breath and think about every particle of sea air as it travels into your body, fills your lungs. Maybe the last time you have such a thought, but you feel strangely at peace with that information. I don't need another friend. I want something more. I'd risk my life for it. Spirit smiles, a quirky, devilish smile. Right this way. Alright, let's see what's going on in the lighthouse, chat. I've done dumber things for love. Definitely not. Inside the lighthouse is almost pitch black. It was seemingly day when you stepped through the door, but inside this place is like a void. It's dark like my heart. The last thing you see is the final rays of sun as you leave you is a horrible sight. A petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up but down as if it had been crawling. Watch your step. The things we do for love. Hey! Alright, okay. Spirit Lighthouse, let's go. When you arrive in the lantern room at the top of the Black Lighthouse, you breathe in a sigh of relief. The light is out and seemingly defunct. Dust cakes the room as though it hasn't been operated in a century. However, somehow, it was just morning a moment ago, but now it's night? What do you mean a moment ago? We've been standing here looking out over the ocean all day. I really enjoyed the peaceful time together with you. Taking in the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It was kind of my perfect date. Really? I don't remember that. I just called it the perfect date and you can't be bothered to remember it? What kind of game are you playing with me? I want to remember it, it's just for that some reason my mind is completely blank, but hey, I'm not dead. Or you're already dead and have been this whole time. That's true. Maybe we'll never know. Doesn't look like the light is working. Even turned off, the light has power to it. The massive lens refracts moonlight through itself, a subtle sparkle that has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went, staring into this light as the sun fell and the moon rose. Thanks for spending the day with me. I really had a good time. That's it. Don't get me wrong. This is really cool and all. I guess I don't know what I expected. I suppose if you thought you were walking to your death and nothing happened, it might feel a little anticlimactic. Sorry, anyway, it's time to go. Let me just flip on the light for the staircase so it's easier to get down. The stairs still look pretty dark. Maybe Spirit is interrupted by a strange hum, and that becomes frighteningly clear to you. That switch wasn't for the stairs. It's for the main lantern. A lantern that is now beginning to power up. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach your nose. Oopsie! Looks like maybe that switch wasn't for the stair lights at all. Now we see who's really alive and who's really dead, I suppose. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You slam your eyes closed, hoping that somehow not looking at the light itself will protect you. Not sure I see the logic in that, but if it is magic, it kind of defies logic. I want to see it, but well, I'm a little scared. Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and look only at me. I'll keep you safe. Oh shit. Oh shit, chat. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This is a really hard skill check. Woo! Nailed it. I'm cracked. Oh, perfect. Let's go. Are you okay? You seem okay. I hope I haven't ruined this by punishing you to do something you weren't meant to do. You're so brave. Maybe not so coordinated, but certainly brave. Coordinate. Do you see those fucking skill checks? I am so coordinated. You don't even know, Spirit. You don't even know. I'm actually nuts. I'm so lucky you'd put yourself through this for me. It shows that you're real. Despite your attempt to resist it, the incredible force of energy from the Black Lighthouse's lantern eye refuses to subside. No, it cannot be ignored. And it doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. In the end, that was just a trivial game. This is real life and real magic. You stare at it now and its power penetrates your mind.
Hey, been a while. How are things? Doing good? Feeling more dead or more alive? Yeah, love will do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon.
Will it? You wake to hear Spirit's muffled voice. You've got a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like ash. It takes time for the sound to clear up, but eventually Spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear that she's talking to someone else, not you. You know how sometimes people say it's not you, it's me? Well, this time it's you and it's also me. Can't believe I thought you would change for me. Can't believe I thought what you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. Well, today I saw what love looks like, and it's a whole lot different than this. Wait, what?
I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. Nobody.
Oh yeah, fine. Oh yeah, fine. Nobody breaks up with the Trapper, but I'm not doing that. I'm dumping.
Don't you say it.
I'm dumping Evan McMillan, and there's nothing you or he can do about it. It's over between us, Evan.
Really, I.
Trapper turns from Spirit and looks directly at you. You realize that you're laying on the ground in some weird tunnel. She was dating Trapper? Yo.
I think that your shouting just woke up Rocky.
My shouting? I'm sorry, I think I interrupted something very personal and also quite scary. I swear I wasn't trying to listen in, but I heard a lot. Probably not everything. I think I woke up in the middle. What did you hear? Just you dumping Trapper?
We were never together. I mean, we were together. Wink, wink, wink.
I know you're wearing a mask, but we can see your eyes. You don't need to say wink, wink out loud. Another reason I'm right to have dumped you.
You did not. It was mutual.
The jig is, as they say, up. They know you're awake now. You're gonna have to deal with this awkward situation head on. Clearly I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here. Not here on this island or in this creepy tunnel. As far as this island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as this tunnel goes, we brought you here. You and Trapper, but after the lighthouse came back on, you blacked out. On your way down, I thought you might have hit your head or something. It's hard to tell what blood is new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, and so I asked Trapper for help. It's not that I can't carry you, I just didn't feel like it, you know? I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. I could have asked Claudette and Dwight for help, but I don't trust them. But you trust Trapper? Like and trust are two different things. You might think Trapper can be a real jerk, and you'd be right. But you get what you see with him. We brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's part of an old tunnel network that connects different places on this island. What's up, guys? Talking island mysteries, my favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pop in. Trapper, you said this place was private.
Don't look at me, I didn't tell him about it. Half of the appeal of this spot is getting away from people like him.
Well, geez, I can see when I'm not wanted. So, you three a throuple now, or? Because I gotta say, I didn't really get the whole Trapper spirit thing, but hey, if it's not my business, I don't stick my nose in it.
We were not a thing. Nobody traps the Trapper. Not with traps or with relationships.
And you do realize you're sticking your nose in our business right now, right? Wow, so hostile. If you don't want to talk, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel has some very interesting features. If you head about 50 meters down that way, you'll find...
Get out!
Wraith looks around, just to be doubly sure that Trapper is addressing to him. I was just leaving. This island is a lovely place, which is great for me. Or a lonely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. And after a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me. It became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because somebody didn't really want to have that talk, but we were more than friends.
I dispute the events as told. For the record, I don't pursue, I stalk, and I lie in wait.
Seeing eye to eye was not one of the things we were good at. So I hate to ask, but did I just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp? I did just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp, so I guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. What were you good at?
Well, for starters...
Excuse me, I'll take that question. Thank you very much. If you know anything about me by now, it's that I'm on a quest for revenge. Exactly. What you might not know is Trapper is like a great classical maestro of revenge. Trapper blushes behind the mask. That's one way to compliment a killer. Revenge against friends who had turned their back on and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against a barista who wrote Edwin on his cappuccino, knowing his name was actually Evan. Is it me, or did she look a little nervous when he was going to say what Trapper was good at? Hydrating? For someone who thinks about his revenge as much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration. But they say to never date your heroes. Good advice, but I don't think that's the same. And then you came along, Rocky. You showed me that it's okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer anyone. Hold on a second. Ow? But okay. I'm not sure where you got all that from, but okay. You held up a mirror to my own doubts and fears and showed me that they aren't everything about me, that I can embrace those things and not be defined by them. You showed me that life after death can be more than just an obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in a dark cave or a dusty old tunnel. Trappin'... Is that the song? Trappin' nudges you in the ribs with his elbows. Gross. Clearly appealing to Trapper's better features has been a winning strategy for dumping his ass because he seems to be taking it quite well. This whole half-ass dating show parody thing, first I obviously thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron thought there was an audience for this? But then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually real here. I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to give up on us.
Listen, Rocky, while you're knocked out unconscious by some minor head trauma, like a total weakling, Spirit confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I took it extremely well, naturally, because I trust her and value her opinions. That doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to get to her, you have to get through me first. By passing Trapper's Test, coming to Behavior TV, Sundays at 8 p.m. Welcome to Trapper's Test. Answer my questions correctly or die by my blade. Question 1. What is Spirit's real name? The one given her to her by her murderous father, which she only lets her real friends call her. It's Rin. Okay, you got that one. Don't celebrate yet. Question 2. What lives inside Spirit? A dragon. Sure, everyone knows that. They won't all be this easy. Question 3. Where did Spirit work back when she was a normal college girl before she was hellbent on revenge? A restaurant. I know, to think I would date a waitress. Don't tell my father I ever mingled with the help like that. He'd be so disappointed in me. Question 4. What's Spirit's favorite color? Black. Are these questions largely superficial? Sure, maybe I didn't get to know Spirit that well. Maybe that's why that's why it didn't quite work out well for us. Who knows? Question 5, the final question. You've got this, Rocky. Or, you got this, Rocky. According to Spirit, what's worse than being dead? Ooh. Not being seen for who you are? I think it was this one. When I pitched Trapper's test to the suits at Behavior, they told me there was no room in the budget for a new car to be given for the final prize for winning. So I killed them all, right there on the spot. While killing them didn't solve any of the budget problems, it sure did feel good. I'm telling you this, A, to brag, B, to explain why the only thing you're going to win is me saying congratulations for passing Trapper's test. Now that was some huge challenge. I mean, the woman obsessed with her giant light that shines in the dark has a chip on her shoulder about being seen? Go figure. You probably guessed, but rules are rules, and even if I literally just made them up, you got it right. So I guess I approve of you dating Spirit or whatever. Never really cared in the first place. It was just hoping that you'd slip up and give me a good excuse to wet my blade with your blood. Maybe I'll find a reason tomorrow, but for now, you two have fun. Wink, wink, Trapper out. I'm sorry you had to endure that. What, 5 measly questions? It was nothing. Not even that, as ridiculous as and unnecessary as it was, the whole thing. The waking up in a random tunnel, overhearing our argument, the news that Trapper and I had something going on, and the stupid quiz, all of it. Especially the whole Trapper out catchphrase. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if I didn't. And I like you too, Spirit. Please, call me Rin. Oh, shit. Wait, like, I'm upset that you were talking to me, but you were hiding a relationship from me. That upsets me. She lied to me, chat. Red flags. Lots of red flags. I mean, granted, she is literally a walking red flag, but that one bothers me more than the others. You can fix her? I can't fix that. I can't fix untrustworthiness and lying. I can fix trauma and emotional damage, but lying, I can't fix. Bob the Builder, I can fix her. Can I fix it? Yes, I can. Rin. I didn't really feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There was something else I wanted to show you. Chat. Something else she wanted to show me? Okay. Alone up in the lantern room of the tower. Oh? Is it this, mind-blowing sex you were just talking about? Hydrate? Oh yeah, we're gonna need to hydrate for this. Get your mind out of the gutter, Rocky. It's not that kind of game. What the fuck? This is horseshit. What's that? Hold on a moment. I'm being told, no wait, it is that kind of game? Disregard the gutter comment. Okay. Come back up there with me? There's no place I'd rather be. Let's go, chat. Wait, am I gonna die? You're excited to return to the lantern room of this lighthouse despite all the drama and worry that was previously a part of this place for you. More importantly, you're excited to be there with Spirit, which makes it all the more crushing. We are interrupted by the arrival of Claudette and Dwight. You fucking... son of a bitch, man. I hate these two. Claudette, Dwight, funny seeing you here. Wait, did I say funny? I meant tragic. Tragic? I don't think so. What could be tragic about a family reunion? Those are always joyous occasions, in my experience. Oops. What did I just press? Ah! Wrong button. Fixed? Fixed. I wonder if a fall from the lighthouse would be fatal for them. I don't know. Let's find out. Before they can explain what's that's even supposed to mean, the lighthouse begins to howl a low, frightening sound. The lens begins to glow in a now familiar way, and you prepare to shield your eyes in case something bad happens to you again. Now isn't the time for any reality show adjacent shenanigans. Dwight, Claudette, shield your eyes. We don't know what the lighthouse will... Now, please don't interrupt. You'd think after all this time, you know that we've got your best interest in mind. Wait, what? No, of course I don't think that. Waxing your ears, friend. I asked you not to interrupt. Too late. The black light flares, and the darkness you see something horrible and strange. In the place of Claudette and Dwight are two ghoulish silhouettes.
but before you can focus on them, the light passes and 2 survivors are returned to their normal states. It's breezy up here. I should have packed a sweater. What in the hairy hell? Hey, watch the language. You shouldn't speak that way. Oh shit, Oni? Around your elders? Grandpa? Wait, what the fuck? My little Rin, you're such a woman now. They grow up so fast. Oh shit. What? Rocky, meet Grandpa Kazan Yamaoka. Well, technically not just Grandpa. Technically he's my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. But that's a lot of greats to say in a row.
I haven't seen my little Rin since I watched over her from the afterlife when she was just a little girl. And I expect you all to stay the greats. It's a matter of honor and respect. Except Rin, she can do whatever she wants, my precious little angel. But you...
Oni stares at you with his demonic red eyes. You're pretty sure even the decorative third eye on his mask is looking at you.
You mongrel, you must treat me with respect, or so help me, I'll be cleaning bits of your head out of my kanabo.
Kanabo is like a metal baseball bat covered in spikes, FYI.
Not sure what a peasant like you is doing so close to a descendant of the noble Yamaoka bloodline in the first place. Dirk, Claudine, explain what's going on to me.
It's Dwight, sir, and Claudette. Remember, we explained that to you when you were going to come meet with your great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter's suitor and to give or withhold your approval.
5 greats!
Great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, sir, your honor, master, sir. Dwight, he's a samurai, not a judge. Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you have great judgment, and because if they summoned my father, I would be too distracted by torturing him for all of eternity to continue with the rest of the, whatever it is, show, game, experience.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. Only a man of my own power and magnitude can help.
Self-important much. Nice to meet you, oh god, I called him by his first name. Kazan?
Only my friends and family call me Kazan. Those who tremble and fear my presence call me Oni.
You're seeing a serious resemblance to Trappa, and not only sheer size of the man that is Oni, but also his attitude. Apparently, Spirit has a type. You sure you can or want to measure up to that? It dawns on you, wait a second, maybe you do resemble Oni. Every time you've tried to look at your own reflection, however, you become dizzy and confused. This definitely deserves more thought, but now is not the time to consider the fact that you might be some kind of hulking vampire with the first ever case of self-blindness. There's a massive samurai mad-dogging you from 2 steps away. Well, you don't scare me at all, so I'll stick with Kazan.
Peasant, I realize now the true purpose of my visit is to extinguish your light.
Oni waves his katana in the air at you menacingly, like great-great-great-great-grandfather and like great-great-great-great-granddaughter, apparently. Hold up there, Grandpops, not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you should get to know them a little better.
Young people these days always waiting to kill people, insisting they must deserve it. Back in my day, you did what needed to be done because your nobility depended on it.
In his day, for such an imposing presence, he sure is giving off serious old man yells at cloud vibes.
You see, when I was a young man, we didn't have foreigners on our land. Didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already. A little too much if you ask me, but I didn't make the rules. The rulers did exactly how it should be. Literature, art, commerce, theater, fashion, poetry, la la la. What were we talking about?
Spirit giggles at her okay, and I'm not saying all those every time, at Oni's forgetfulness. You wonder, does she even like this guy? She sure hates her father, so... Why am I being so rude to her grandpa? I don't have a choice in this? Listen up, old man. We don't have time for you to list every activity available to a samurai in the entirety of the Edo period.
Silence, peasant. You're showing your ignorance. Samurai were forbade from many activities that didn't befit the Bushido code, such as attending certain theatrical performances. For instance, sometimes a samurai would put on a disguise in order to seek out entertainment. Now, I'm not saying that I did, because I had honor and a body built like an entire castle that is quite hard to hide, but clearly you have neither my honor nor my physique. You don't even know about the ins and outs of the shifting rules of traditional Japanese samurai etiquette, you fool! Rin, what would you want with such an uneducated admirer as this?
You find it hard to believe that any contemporary person knows all that much about who was and wasn't allowed to do leisurely activities over 100 years ago. However, you're really not sure how to handle this massive demonic old man.
Oh wait, I get it, sweet Rin, my beautiful descendant. You've invited me here to do what you're too kind to do. Bash this jerk's head in! Claude, Doris, fetch my kanabo. Rin, wrap your robe around this mongrel's hands, hold them still. We'll splatter their brains on the breach together as family.
Grandpa, no, that's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you. Claudette and Dwight did.
Ah, yeah, sure. Wink, wink, wink.
This whole saying wink out loud thing is getting out of hand. Him and Trappa really do have a lot in common, don't they? I swear, Rocky has a good soul and the heart of a warrior. They've fought for my love in their own way, faced down death more than once, and put up with their fair share of nonsense. Nonsense which seems to be endless. Can we, I don't know, wrap this up already?
Of course, of course. Who am I to expect anyone to wait around for my approval? I've only been hanging out as a ghost and watching my bloodline be polluted by cowards and quitters for 5 generations. Just come give your ancestor-in-law a hug.
Sword drawn, Oni beckons you closer. There's no way he's ever hugged anyone in his entire life. I think I'm good over here, actually.
Now push them my way and I'll split them in half. The sacrifice of this usurper to the Yamaoka bloodline will surely bring us back to life and set us in the course of honor.
So silly, Grandpa. We both know that only one sacrifice can get our family back on track. Revenge on my father, your great-great-great-great-grandson, and the traitor to the Yamaoka name.
The lust for violence in your voice, it fills me with cheer.
I'll never forget who I am.
I suppose if this is the person you want to be with, then to go on your journey of bloody revenge, I should trust your judgment. The strength inside of you blooms from the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors.
And if Rocky ever treats me poorly, you have my word. On our family's honor, I will wield my katana and gut them like a fish.
It's hot. It's hot. I like it.
A tear rolls down from behind Oni's demonic mask. You sure you want to marry into this?
One last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it, but maybe stop focusing so specifically and obsessively on it. What he did, it was awful, but it was already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. But well, Rin, I will see you again. Now let's go, servants. Clint, Denise, return me to the stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to?
Yes, sir. Sure. Swear this is still better than dealing with Trapper's dad. I'm sorry if I was disrespectful of your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He seemed like a very special man. I realize I will never measure up to someone like that. A warrior with a hell of a fashion sense. I mean, that mask. Don't worry, I would never expect you to, or want you to, really. If all I wanted was the biggest brood alive, I'd be down in Trapper's Cave right now, avoiding his vintage bear traps. But that's not the life I've imagined for us. The sense of abstract duty, anger at the world changing around me, a lust for blood, there's no way to live. And yet, as you now know, that is the Yamaoka way of life. Forever, I'm cursed to battle against the dragon that lives inside of me. Or at least, maybe I was until now. Now she wants a different dragon inside her chat. Hey, yo! Call me the dragon tamer, baby! There's no shot. Hey, yo! You haven't won this game yet, so please don't ruin it. She did not like that, but dab? Okay. Someone just redeemed a dab for those watching on YouTube. I'm not actually dabbing after saying that corny line, but, you know, maybe. Alright. Sorry, I have no idea where that came from. I think we've spent enough time in this lantern room. Maybe we should get back to the beach? Yeah, I'm going crazy in this lantern room. I'm being rude to ancient demonic monsters that are related to you. And saying really cringy shit. Alright. The moonlight sends a romantic mood as storm clouds roll in and surround the black lighthouse. If Claudette and Dwight interrupt again, I'm going to kill them myself. You know, the sun might have set, but if we wait long enough, it will rise again. Oh shit! Her robe's off, chat! What are we gonna do until dawn, I wonder? Spear removes her sheer robe, showing her strappy black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the light of the moon. Maybe you could help me get a head start on applying tomorrow's sunscreen? I'm all out of sunscreen, but again, I mean, yeah, of course, last time I definitely felt more connected to you afterwards. To be totally real with you, I kind of just asked you as a goof, but I really enjoyed it. I swear though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled as a foot freak. Now, not that there's anything wrong with feet, it's just that something about that kind of attention really gets people talking. Oh god. Steady. Steady. Oh god. No! She's a foot freak, chat! Why? Why? She's screaming yes to foot massage. Oh, I want to miss on purpose. I'm too good at skill. Almost. Oh god! No! She's... Not the yeses! God, that's so goddamn hot. I love feeling your hands sliding up and down my feet and between my toes. My skin has never been more moist. Jesus, get up here right now. Okay, thank God. Take me away from the feet. Before you can find a towel to wipe off your lotioned hands, Spirit grabs you and pulls you in close. Yeah, is it too late to talk to Huntress? I'd rather just be squished by her thighs than sitting here rubbing Spirit's feet all night. Her lips lock onto yours. They're surprisingly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Clouds cover the moon and you find yourself on the beach with Spirit in complete darkness. You can feel the narrow straps of her bathing suit come undone and come to life. Snaking through the air, wrapping around your body, lifting you up off your feet. Come here, you. So this is what it feels like. Oh, shit. To fly. As Spirit pulls you in close, you feel bits of glass press into your flesh. Hot. Pain and pleasure mix in and wash over you like the ocean. Salty air stinging your skin as you writhe against your undead lover. The lighthouse howls. In the darkness, you're pretty sure that Spirit lets the dragon inside of her take over. If it kills you, you're sure it would have been all worth it. Fuck it, at this point. Too far gone. The clouds part just as you manage to pull yourself exhausted away from Spirit. Oh shit.
Damn, that shit really got in there, huh?
A chunk of broken glass is lodged in your shoulder. When you pluck it from your skin, it drips blood. Sorry, I think this got stuck to me when I was having the best night of my life. Spirit drags a fingertip over the shard, the sharp end of the glass shard. Keep it. Consider it a memento. Oh, I've got plenty more where that came from. Oh shit! Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. All right, Chad. I think we won the game. Congrats to us. You arrive at the beach to find Claudette and Dwight waiting for you. Now is the time, Rocky, to face your destiny. Actually, about that, Rocky, can we talk privately? Maybe not here. Someplace else would be better for this talk. You know how we feel about schedule, Spirit. Very strongly. And you know how I feel about you telling me what to do. Don't do it. Like I said, I'd rather have this talk with Rocky privately. It's not right to do it here in front of everyone.
You know, from my experience in upper management at my father's mine, I learned that if you're going to fire someone, it's best to do it in public so they don't freak out.
Please, enough of the fire talk. Wait, you think no, she couldn't be. They seem so in love. Well, I mean, not really. Spirit is still Spirit. But if I tried to imagine Spirit in love, I suppose she hasn't attempted to murder Rocky yet, so... Okay, fine. Your guess is as good as mine, really. That girl is very hard to read. Word of advice, though, if you're going to end it quickly. In my experience, the more pathetic the creature, the more annoying the final howls are. I don't need any advice. Everyone out, except for Rocky. Am I about to get murdered?
Did someone say final howls? That's that's kind of my whole jam. I can stay, right?
Especially you, out. Lame. Alone with Spirit, you feel something awful hanging in the air. More awful even than the lingering smell of that Cleaver body spray. Ugh, that gag. I'm gagging. We're all gagging for Cleaver body spray. Spirit, Reen, I don't know what you plan on saying, but before you say anything, just know that I really enjoyed my time with you. Getting to know you over the past few days helped me to get to know myself. For that, I just wanted to say thank you. That's sweet. You're welcome. And you know what? It's that kind of thing that shows me that you've got a good heart inside of you. Too good for me to carve out and toss into the ocean, but also too good for me to love. What the fuck? I need someone who shares my interests, someone I can connect with, someone jaded and dispassionate, only driven forward by a desire for revenge. I need someone who isn't so warm that I feel cold in comparison. I need someone who isn't you.
Why is this an actual representation of my dating history, chat?
These are my actual past breakups. Like, what the fuck? Can we just be friends? Fuck off. I don't know if we finish that, just know if we're not friends, we'll probably become enemies, and I will destroy you. Friends it is. She hit it and quit it. She lied to me the whole fucking time, strung me along, introduced me to her grandpa. What the fuck? I'm glad to have you here for me when I need you, but also not too close to me when I don't. I've tried this arrangement before This is not going to work. Yeah, I'll see you around. Spirit starts to leave. Wait, what? That's it? That's how it ends? You're just leaving me here? I'm not sure I would use the word ends, and for that matter, I wouldn't say I'm leaving, but us, we're definitely through. The fact that you can't see that just proves that we never really belonged together anyhow. Good night. The hell? We just spent all this time on this island doing everything I can to get to know you, only to be told I should just leave the chocolate factory through the side door? I don't know what that means. Anyway, I said good night, Rocky. See you around. Jeez, I'm sorry. What a bummer. Why'd she keep saying she'll see me around? Gosh, I have no idea. Friends forever. Are you kidding me that I just unlocked an achievement called Friends for fucking ever? Are you fucking kidding me?
And so my precious killers lived happily ever after, as they should, learning to love themselves, first and foremost. Whilst trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design... Wait, did I just spoil my true identity? You made it this far, you should probably know that. That you'll have to play again to find out more. Goodbye, Rocky. See you again later, and again, and again, and again. Forever! Yeah.